Hi everyone, it's Karen from Craftykarendesigns. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to do a colour challenge for the Inspire Ink blog hop. I'm just checking to see whether you can see properly. Right. Try and keep it there. So the colour challenge was like a Tic Tac Toe board with 9 different colours on it. And out of the 9 colours, I chose the line that was Bumblebee, White and Night of Navy. I'll post a picture of the actual board on my blog at craftykarendesigns.blogspot.com. So I thought I'd have a go at this, and I thought I'd have a go with some of my new goodies. I've just received my order. So I've got some nice new stamp sets to play with. So I'm going to play with this circle celebration. And I don't know why I really like this one, but I really do. I thought it was quite unusual and a bit different. So when I got it yesterday, I had a bit of a play and stamped out everything just so I could see what it looked like, really. So I don't know whether you can see properly. This, I think, looks a bit like a stormy sky. And I've got little flowers and patterns and circles and spots and little dashes. And then we've got some sort of leafy type images and some spots, little flowers. So I just stamped all that out so I could see at a glance how these things looked and what sort of size they were. So I thought I'd have a go at doing this challenge with this one. So I haven't prepared one, so we'll just go for it, shall we? So we've got Bumblebee and Night of Navy. And I've already mounted up some stamps to get us going, and I've also punched out a couple of 2-inch circles just in some copy paper, just in case I want to mask anything. As you can see, I've already been practicing with different ones. So as I said, the colour scheme that I'm using is Bumblebee and Night of Navy. So let's get some basic white card, and I always start with the biggest image. So I'm going to start with this flower. It's got flowers around the outside and then like leaves around the inside. So we'll start with that one. I'm sorry if my table's shaking. So we'll have one up here, and I'm using my Stamp and Pierce mat because this is photopolymer, so I'm using it just to give a bit of bounce, and it's all just random stamping. So let's get rid of that one and change that one for something else. So I'll change that one now for this misty one. I think quite like this. It's quite unusual. It looks a bit like a night sky. Let's see what you think when we do it in navy. So we'll have one up here. Oh, I like that. And we'll have one over here. And one on this other side over here, I think. Like that. So I've just put a piece of copy paper over my Stamp and Pierce mat so I don't get ink all over it, and I've still got ink all over my hands. So I'll just get some wet wipes out so I don't get navy blue ink all over everything. Every time I pick up this Night of Navy, I get covered in it. Right, what should we go for next? I like this leafy one as well. Wonder if that'll show up on the Night of Navy. Let's give it a whirl. So I'm just going to line up the edge of it because it's got sort of a rounded edge. I'm sorry if you can see my head in the way. Well, that's quite nice. I quite like that. I'll have another one on this one. And then we'll have one over here. I like that. It's a bit different. So I think we'll do some smaller flowers now. So we'll move that Night of Navy so I don't put the stamp in the wrong one. So I think what I'll do is just sort of, it's not quite exactly the right size, but it's close enough. I think I'll do up there, one down there. And we'll have one up there. And maybe one there. I think that's enough for them. And then we've got some, I've got a little blue flower here, so we'll dot a few of those about. Oops. Try not to touch this white card just in case I've still got some ink on my fingers. I do like this little flower, I think it's quite cute. Now I think there's some dots in this one somewhere, so shall I have some dots as well? Let's have a look. Here we go. Scatter a few dots about, see what that looks like. I think we'll have those in blue as well. What do you think? I'll have another one in the middle there. There we go. So we've pretty much covered most of the card front with that. I think that's quite cute. So for a minute I'll close up these ink pads and then I don't stick my fingers in them. Have a quick slurp of my tea. Right, now there's no sentiments with this circle celebration. So I also bought Vine Design, and this is absolutely gorgeous. Love this font. So I've got congratulations, thinking of you, with sympathy, happy birthday, hello, and thank you. So I think I'm going to go for the thank you. And it's also got a really nice label that you can print these inside of. But it also has some dies. Oh, I stamped this one as well. Look, really like this leafy one. And that's how, it's not particularly straight actually, that one, but that's how the sentiment looks inside that banner, which I think is quite good. But inside the dies, there are these absolutely gorgeous lacy ones, but there's also one of these. So I'm going to use that. I'm going to show you what those lacy ones look like, because I die cut those yesterday. Aren't they gorgeous? They're really, really pretty. So there's a rectangle. Whoops. An oval. And a circle. So I'm going to have a play with those later and see what I can come up with those. But for this card, I'm going to use a bumblebee card blank. And I'm going to use Night of Navy as a matte layer. And so I've used this die to cut that label out of the matte layer. I've done that already because I didn't want to drag my big shot out onto the desk because my plates are disgusting. I didn't want you to see them. So I'm going to put that across the middle there, I think. And I've punched out a 1.5 inch circle. So let's put this together. Burn the folder. So this is 5 7/8 by 8 1/4. I'm just going to fold it in half. And give it a good burnish. And so that's going to be a landscape card base. So I'm going to add that on the top. This is 4 by 5 3/4, so it just leaves a tiny border. And then we'll add that on top like that. And this white piece is my standard inside matte layer of 3 7/8 by 5 5/8. But all the measurements will be over on my blog. So let's stick this down. So I did this a bit close to the edge really. I wasn't thinking. And I could probably have done another 2 or 3 out of the middle, so I wasn't wasting this card, but never mind. So we'll add that onto the front there, just a small border. Oh, fingers and thumbs today, don't know why. There we go. And then we'll add that. To there. I hope you like this, and I hope you'll give me a thumbs up. And if you've not already subscribed, please click on the red button below and click on the bell, and you'll get notified every time I upload a new video. I really appreciate it. I'm going for 1,100 subscribers, and I'm, what am I on now? 1,080. So I'd like to get to 1,100 by the end of February, or by my birthday on the 20th, which would be a great birthday present. So there's the label. Got glue on my hands. And I thought I would use a circle to stamp on to go over the top. So I've already punched out a 1.5 inch circle and just stamped the thank you from the Vine design, that one. So we'll get some dimensionals. I'll put some dimensionals on the back of here. Try and line that up in the middle. Looks about right, looks straight. And then I don't know whether to actually stamp out a blue circle to go on the top of that. Let's have a look. Let me get the 2-inch punch out. Oh, that's the 2-inch punch. Let me find some navy blue. Just bear with me a minute. Just talk amongst yourselves while I find some. There we go. Some scraps here. If I can get one out of that piece. Just. It's got all score lines on that one. So let's have a look. Yeah, I think that looks better, doesn't it? So let's glue that onto the blue layer. And leave a border outside around the edge. It'd be good if I had another punch that was in between these two sizes, but I don't. And then I could have done that one in the yellow, which would have looked good. So I'll stick a couple of dimensionals across the middle of this. And add that there. There you go. What do you think? I really like that. I think I'm going to get a lot of use out of this stamp set. I think I've met the challenge, haven't I? Night of Navy, Bumblebee and white. So there we go. Hope you like it. Hope you give it a thumbs up. And as I said, if you haven't already subscribed, I'd be really grateful if you did. All the measurements and all the details will be over on my blog, craftykarendesigns.blogspot.com, later on today. Thanks very much for watching. Bye.